The temple of DINABHADRI is situated in Kataya village development 4 Saptari. It is located about 7 km north and west from Rajviraj between Kataya and Fatehpur villages. About 50 years before, there was a forest round the temple, but now there is no sign of forest. In absence of protection, even the temple is turning into ruins. Although there has been a high craze for DINABHADRI among socially and economically backward classes, especially for Mushahar community.
अकरा बाबा के नेपाल से इंडिया से पुजेगी सब आवे छी एकटा दुईटा चारिटा सब दिन पाँचटा अवस्था ई छै जे कोई जे मांग करी छै बाबा के मांग तकरा पूरा कर दी छै बा दिना राम भाजी दुआहे मिल के.
In the past, people used to worship two lumps of soil as two brothers, DINABHADRI, and now in that place there are two statues made of cement. The temple was built with the aid given by village panchayat. Though the place is important with its cultural perspective, it has been neglected due to remoteness.
सरी के विषय में जतेक लिख गेलौं अब इससे ज्यादा की लिखब.
There is a beautiful pond by the side of the temple. It is said that with the urine of Budni Dhamiyan, a river named Mutni was originated, and still today the river is flowing 2 kilometers north of the temple. It's also heard from local inhabitants that earlier the tiger's roar was heard from the place where now the temple is. The weekly local haat, a place where one can sell and buy things, run every Tuesday and Saturday. People from different communities of Nepal and India come to worship them, although they are taken as the god of Musahar community. The two brothers Tina and Bhadri were born in Jogia Janjar village of Saptari district. Their father's name was Kalu Sada and mother's name was Nirashu. It was a time where feudalism was in practice and the atrocities favoritism was done by landlords to weaker section of the community. It was a very normal practice of the day.
DINABHADRI is very popular among the people who are poor, downtrodden and victims of atrocities by the rich ones. Actually, they are treated now as a god. They were two brothers and they always fought for the cause and raised voice for the poor and downtrodden people.
The two brothers were deadly against feudalism right from their childhood and strongly stood against any sort of exploitations by the zamindars, also called landlords. They encouraged the Mushahar community to go against the exploitations and also working for wages only. They protected people from any sort of atrocities and always fought for the rights of the weaker section of the communities. Dina and Vadri were married with Hansha and Sancha, the daughters of Fekansada of Varaha village in Saptari. The zamindar of their village Kanakshing used to make the weaker sections work for him without any payment or compensation forcefully. It's said the two brothers went against him, opposed the system, and beat the Jamindar badly. It is also said that there was one Rajput named Zorawar Singh in Kunauli Bazar, Bihar, India, who was known for his exploitation, atrocities, and also he was a rapist. Even newly married women in that area had to spend their first night with him. Once the two brothers went entirely a local-made box-type carrier for newly married bride carried by 4 people on their shoulders to Kanak Singh and killed him in wrestling according to stories by people. After that, the people of that area got a sigh of relief.
आमतौर पर जहिना अहाँके राजा जी के थान में जे दीवार थान में जे पूजा जे तरह कयल जाइ छै, जेना अहाँके अखाड़ में अखाड़ी पूजा कयल जाइ छै, वही तरह पूजा सेहो कटैया गाविस में अवस्थित दीनाभद्री स्थान में कयल जाइ छै। एहि स्थल के सेहो संरक्षण के लेल प्रयास नहीं देखल जा रहल छै। एक तऽ मुसहर समुदाय के ई दुनू भैयारी छलैया, दीना आ भद्री शोषक सामंत विरुद्ध के लड़ाई जे छै लड़ने छलै। एकर वीरता, एकर पुरुषार्थ आ एकटा जे मुक्ति प्रति के जे अटूट आस्था, जे दृढ़ विश्वास जे हिनका सब में देखल गेल छै, ई अतुलनीय छै। आमतौर पर जहिना अहाँके राजा जी के थान में जे दीवार थान में जे पूजा जे तरह कयल जाइ छै, जेना अहाँके अखाड़ में अखाड़ी पूजा कयल जाइ छै, वही तरह पूजा सेहो कटैया गाविस में अवस्थित दीनाभद्री स्थान में कयल जाइ छै। एहि स्थल के सेहो संरक्षण के लेल प्रयास नहीं देखल जा रहल छै। एक तऽ मुसहर समुदाय के ई दुनू भैयारी छलैया, दीना आ भद्री शोषक सामंत विरुद्ध के लड़ाई जे छै लड़ने छलै। एकर वीरता, एकर पुरुषार्थ आ एकटा जे मुक्ति प्रति के जे अटूट आस्था, जे दृढ़ विश्वास जे हिनका सब में देखल गेल छै, ई अतुलनीय छै।
With their activities, they became very popular among poor, downtrodden, and weaker sections in the society. And later, after their death, people started them worshipping as their god due to their contribution in the society and also for their heroic deeds. This place has high prospects to develop into a popular tourist center. Although attempts have been done at local level from time to time, but that has not been enough. It needs full government assistance but has been neglected. Professor Harikant Lal Das, a historian, has done a research on the place and DINABHADRI. According to his research, he was a fighter against all kinds of atrocities on weaker sections. That is why he is worshipped as god in Musahar community of Saptari, Sirha, Sunsari, Morang and Jhapa districts in Nepal and also in the northern Bihar. There is a very famous story about their death. Once, the two brothers went to a forest for hunting with their maternal uncle Bahram. In the jungle, they saw a special kind of jungle pig in front of them and they killed it with an arrow. But King Salhesh revived the pig which killed the brothers. Their religious rituals were done in their village according to the legends. The place where the dead bodies were kept, called Rakhauti, and where cremation, that is burnt to ashes, was done is known as Jaroti. All these places are within 2 kilometers distance. They will always be remembered as the heroes who fought for the weakers and against exploiters.
Namaste. First of all, we want to express our views, everybody, that we had to suffer a lot of problems during making the documentary of the historical religious place and the places which having important in tourism in its Saptari districts. We had suffered hunger, thirst, storm, rainfall, mud, sunshine, etc. In the time of making the documentary of the places such as Chinnamasta Goddess Shaktipeeth, Kankalini Goddess, Rajdevi Goddess, Samunath Temple, Dinabhadri Place, Manraja Gadi, Kosi Tapu Wildlife Reserves, and the Chandrakhanal etc. We heartily expect suggestions from all the sensible and considerable audience and viewers about all our day to night by doing labor and the attempt in making this documentary by the different FM stations and in the related sport as well. We want to inform that 25% amount of profit earned by marketing this documentary will be spent on helping the orphans, disabled, helpless, sufferers and poor children as well as for those organizations which work for the life, safety, education, skill, self-employment, health and personality development of the elderly and mentally disabled. We internally appeal everybody for the helping us in our Save the Human and Humanity campaign. We want to express our special obligations from the care of our heart to all the individual and organization for direct or indirect cooperation and mutual understanding.